What is it that brings delay to our expectation? What is it that brings delay to our prayer? What is it in? It is our will, not the will of God. Because nothing about God that is delayed. The only thing it is timing. Everything that God designed, there is no delay attached to it. The only thing that is attached to it is timing. The only thing that is attached to it is timing. No delay. Delay is not in the dictionary of God to man. The word brings delay is your own will that is not of the will of God. And that's why the Bible says in the book of Ephesians chapter 1 verse 11, you will see what the scripture is talking about. Your will is the cause of delay. And the problem is this: you will continue praying, you will not see the answer until you come to the will of God. Have you ever sit down one day and asked God, God, is this your will? What I'm doing now, is this your will? That can bring to manifestation of what you propose for me? The way I'm acting now, the way I'm serving you now, is this your will? Have you ever sit down and think, if God exists and He have a directive for you on how to follow before you can achieve what He planned for you or your own plan? Until you sit down and have the consciousness of God that your will and His will is not in alignment, you cannot change. You can only change until you get the consciousness that your will, your behavior, and His behavior are not the same. That's the only thing you can change. No man can change until he realizes that what he or she is doing is wrong. You cannot change. You can only change until you know that what you are doing is wrong. If not, you will continue doing it. And you think you are going to get a result. No. Anything you do and it doesn't produce you a result, a common sense will tell you that this is not right, and you change from it. Sense is not cheap and it's not common. But when you are doing a particular thing and you see there is no changing, a common sense will tell you that you should change it. You should change the pattern of that thing you are doing and search for the will of God. But we are in a generation that we carry out every of our activity of the way we want it, not the way God wants it. Then we want changes and we want results. You can never plant corn and be expecting yam. Sometimes I sit down and begin to wonder, these same people of God, they are keep praying to God. God, I need this. God, I need it. And the thing they are asking God is not forthcoming. Is it God a wicked God? Is it God not answering prayer? Is it God not still exist? You think so? You are telling me that all we are preaching about God is lie. All the story and the testimony about God is lie. That is what you are telling me, that your own is not forthcoming. So it's a lie. God doesn't exist. God doesn't perform miracle. God doesn't heal. God doesn't bless. God doesn't deliver. That is what you are saying now. So all the messaging about God from the Genesis to the Revelation, and God has described who He is, and you keep praying and your own is not forthcoming, you are telling me that God is a lie. God is not a lie. You are the problem of yourself, because you have never searched for His will that can bring answer to that your need. Because He is the one that created you, so He knows everything about you, and everything it has been predestined. It has been ordained how it must be. It has been ordained. There is an ordinance to follow. Until you come to the alignment of God, you can never achieve it. but you will keep praying. You can be a deacon in the church. You can be a pastor in the church, assistant pastor. You can be a prophet. You can even be deacon and deaconess. You can be a choir master. No matter, see, all these are names. All these are titles. The only thing that distinguishes you from being a title is when you search for His will. What is your plan? What is your will? And what is His will? You remain baby. The Bible says in the book of 1 Peter chapter 2, if you read from verse 2, you will see what it says. I say, the way the children, a baby desire milk, I desire to feed you with milk. But you should understand that when you are be feeding a baby with milk, it will get to a place that it will no longer be solid enough of the breastfeeding of the milk of the breast. You need a solid food that can make him to become mature. And in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, if you read from verse 2, the Bible talks about, he said, I feed you with baby milk. I feed you with milk. But now, I want to make sure I feed you with solid food. But yet, the solid food I feed you with, yet you are not yet mature. Everything you will become on earth, right from the day your mother gave birth to you, he put it inside of you. You are just finding it difficult to have it. It's in you. Everything you are looking for, the day that the mother gave birth to you and you arrive on planet Earth, everything is already inside of you. It has been predestined. It's waiting for time. That's what I told you. Everything is tiny. Everything is tiny. It's waiting for time of manifestation. Everything is timing. So all you need to do is your will is to be in alignment with His will as He predestined it, as He arranged it, because it has been arranged. So if your will is outside His will or your for you, it has been predestined. Go ahead.
According to the purpose of Him.
According to the purpose of Him
who worketh all things.
Who worketh all things according as He planned it.
After the counsel
of His own way, after the counsel of His own way, after the counsel of His own way, not your way. After the counsel of His own will, not your will. You don't have fear of God, and you want God to bless you. Nala, He can't bless you. You want to do your will, not His will, and you want Him to bless you. In this generation, they are the generation that pray, no answer. They are the generation that fast, no answer. They are the generation that do all kinds of spiritual exercise, yet no answer. Why? Because their will is different from the will of God. Until you come to the will of God, 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 you will see that the way you are. Until you come to the will of God. The will of God is a plan for you. And the Bible says, and God told Jeremiah, He said, before I form you, I know you. Can I give you a good news? It's not new thing that you are, what you are passing through today. It's not new. It's new to you, but it's not new to God. Because right from the day that your mother and your father come together in intimacy, and the water of the blood that came out from both of them that formed you, in your mother's womb, the very first month, everything that God will make you to become, He placed it on that first month. Everything that God will make you to become, He placed it the second month. Everything that God will make you to become, He placed it the third month. He placed it the fourth month. He placed it the fifth month. He placed it the sixth month. He placed it the seventh month. He ninth month, 8th month, and 9th month, and everything is perfect. He finished it. If you are going to have 5 children, He placed it inside. If you are going to have 10 cars, He placed it inside. If you are going to have 10 houses, He placed it inside. The level of your financial growth and level of your prosperity, He placed it inside. Everybody cannot be equal. According to your will, according to His will for you that you will become in life, He placed them inside of you before your arrival on planet Earth. Then the underlying, the ordinance of him that can make them to come to reality, he places attached with you. As you are going, this is your will. This is the will of God for me. And this is what you will do that can make this manifest. Now, you will come, or that is why I ask people, have you ever searched and asked God, what is my purpose? What is my destiny? What did God created me to become? Now you come out on earth, you begin to do anything of your will, and you are expecting it to manifest. Until you come back to God. And Jesus said, I know the will of him that sent me. I know the purpose of the book that is written of me, to do his will. In 1 Timothy chapter 10 verse 7, I come of him of what is written of me. So he knows his will. I wish he did not know his will. Do you know what would have happened? He would have not accepted to die. Because he knows his will, when he died, he will be saved. And that is what he came for. Romans chapter 10, in verse 1 to 3. We're talking about the will of God.
Brethren, my heart's desire,
prayer
to God for Israel is that they might be saved.
That you might be saved.
For I bear them record.
I bear you record.
That they have a zeal of God.
You have zeal of God. You have zeal. Every time you only pray to God. Every time you only have the mindset, God can do this, God can do that. But there are ordinances.
But not according to knowledge.
You see, not according to the knowledge of God.
For they being ignorant of God's righteousness.
Ignorant of God's righteousness.
And going about to establish their own righteousness. Have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God.
They have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God.
Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 17.
Yes.
This I say therefore,
and what was he talking? This I say therefore and testify
in the law,
that ye henceforth
walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their mind, having their understanding darkened.
Now their understanding about the will of God is darkened.
Being alienated from the life of God.
He is not in alignment with God's will.
Through the ignorance
that is in them.
Because of
the blindness. They are blind of the things of the Spirit. So nothing that you tell them that there is spiritual meaning to. Anything you tell them, they read carnal meaning to it. They can even read carnal meaning to you that is talking to them. So this one, you never need to talk to yourself. And as you are talking to them, some of them, they are assessing you as you are talking to them.
I know you were inspired by this message. Please share with your friends and also subscribe to our social media platform. Thank you and God bless you.